Hello, I'm Jonathan Lofton, and I'll be teaching about second language learning. The first concept I'll be talking about from pages 339 to 346 are experiences in learning a second language. Many children learn to speak two languages. In the U.S., children who are proficient in their native language and not in English are referred to as English language learners. About 9.4% of children in public schools are ELLs. As we know, being bilingual comes with lots of perks. First, it allows children to maintain interpersonal relationships with family and other important people in their lives. Learning ancestral language gives them access to cultural traditions and knowledge. It enriches their personal identity and flexibility in getting along with people who've grown up outside the U.S. Keeping two languages straight strengthens the brain, all important executive functions. Bilingual children also tend to develop strong metalinguistic insights. Bilingual children also face a lot of challenges as well. Sometimes there are initial delays in language development. Issues in vocabulary may occur. Words from one language can intrude as the child speaks another. It's important to keep the two languages separate. If students are enrolled in schools that require English only, children may fail to make progress in their first language. I can relate to this because I had a friend previously who grew up in Puerto Rico, came to the United States, and her first language was Spanish, but she became very proficient in English that she couldn't make much progress in her first language. This leads me into my next topic, teaching a second language. When children begin to learn a second language in elementary, they learn the second language more quickly. In bilingual education, English language learners receive intensive instruction in English while studying other academic subjects in their native language. Common sequences in bilingual education are 1. Students begin class in English as their second language. 2. Once students become somewhat proficient in English, instruction in English begins for 1 or 2 additional subject areas. 3. Students join their English-speaking classmates and become more proficient. 4. Then students are sufficiently proficient in English and join the mainstream in all subject areas and do not require any more ESL classes. Next are some recommendations in working with English language learners. 1 could be asking parents about the language. Recruit parents, community volunteers, and other students to assist with communication. Speak slower, using visual aids to supplement verbal explanations, teaching literacy skills in the student's native language, and during small group activities, periodically encouraging same language students to talk with one another. You could also have students work in pairs to make sense of textbook material. Invite students to read and write about their native countries. Honor students' right to speak in their first language. Get to know children and their families, and invite children to integrate phrases from their native language into their writing. In the end, the 2 biggest takeaways I got was during the periods of infancy and early childhood, it is usually easier to learn 2 languages. 2 is knowing 2 or more languages fosters important brain functions and promotes metalinguistic awareness.